Hi, and welcome to the Boat Princess podcast. My name is Nikki Vo, and I'm your host. I'm a boat owner, a marinas owner, an international conference presenter, and a huge advocate for boating. I'm sharing the stories from every nook of the boating industry with the intention of encouraging more women to join me and for more women to get behind the helm too. I want to share the experience and opportunities of boating, of the boating industry, and I want you to join me as I bring the conversations and answer all the questions you've had. Boating is not just for the glamorous and rich and famous. It's full of beautiful and interesting people making the most of our natural environment and getting out there enjoying the waterways. So let's let off the lines, take over the helm, and escape to the world of boating. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Boat Princess podcast. You're going to hear some background noise here today, guys, because we are at setup day at IBEX. So there's drills and there's forklifts and all heaps of stuff going on. But that's cool because I'm catching up with a very busy man before he gets even busier tomorrow. So Mike Reischmann, CEO of Kenyon International, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Nikki. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
So Kenyon International is huge in the boating industry. You have 90% of the market in grills.
Actually, we have slightly better than 90%, but yes.
Wow.
We are very fortunate, very blessed, and we have unique products, and we develop unique products just for the marine industry. So it's allowed us to get to that percentage.
Cool. So before we go into detail on that, I want to delve into you a bit, because the point of this podcast is to show to people just how many different roles exist in the boating industry. And I know you're in the boating industry and beyond, but your skill set, your education is actually as an electronic engineer, correct?
Yes, that's correct. That's my background. Actually, when I came back out of the service, I thought aviation was going to be my passion and my direction. But this is right after Vietnam, and nobody was hiring pilots. So I took my second love, which was the boating industry, and managed to work into a position where I could make a living at it.
Yeah. So that's a tough moment in your life that you've been to Vietnam?
Not really.
No?
No, the tale of two worlds, the best of times, the worst of times. You come back grounded. You know what's important and you know what's not important. Wow. I don't wish it on anyone, but I wouldn't trade it.
Yeah. So it really
gives you a lot of focus.
Yes. Yeah. So you come back from Vietnam. What do? You're electronic engineer trained, you're pilot trained.
Yeah. So I started flying and started teaching flying and teaching sailing at the University of South Florida.
How did the sailing come about?
I was the sailing master.
Okay.
We actually had a course and a club at University of South Florida, and I started teaching sailing. And the airport was across the street, which was very convenient. Yeah. And I loved to sail. I had sailed competitively and raced competitively and sailed international moth. And anyway, long story there in the sailing we won't get into, but loved it. It's a lot like flying, by the way. Sailing and flying are almost the same.
Okay.
The same, one's aerodynamics, the other one's hydrodynamics.
Yep.
So very similar. Anyway, I loved it. I had a student, a young lady, that said, you ought to do something with your knowledge. And have you thought about going into the marine industry? And I really hadn't thought about it in anything other than teaching. And so I decided to start a representative company. So I started a company called Gulfstream Marine Products, and we started representing technology products in the marine industry.
Okay. And so as a sort of distribution and sales role?
Not so much a distributing. A representative actually just walks around or travels around and meets with boat builders and meets with distributors that would like to sell your products. Okay. You work on a commission basis for the manufacturer, and that's what a manufacturer rep does.
Okay.
And that's what I did. And was able to build that business into a significant company opportunity, and then realized that I could have more control if I actually owned the companies. So we worked into that direction, and that's how all this started.
Okay. Tell me how you actually started this company specifically. That was good 30 years ago, right?
Yes, it was 30 years ago. This was a group of companies, Adler Barber Refrigeration, Kenyon, and Brooks & Gatehouse. And they were part of a hostile takeover. from a larger American company. And the opportunity came for us to purchase them. And I decided these would be good opportunities. And we put together a private capital opportunity, and we purchased those 3 companies.
Okay. So Kenyon is grills. What were the other 2 companies?
Kenyon was not grills.
Oh,
Kenyon was just a
okay.
little tiny manufacturer of cooktops.
Okay.
Alcohol, electric, straight alcohol, and a few small, what they call hobs, electric. And that was about it. And then Adler Barber was a refrigeration company that made primarily refrigeration for sailboats and what they call conversion. So you take a fiberglass box, you put this in there, turns it into a freezer refrigerator. And then Brooks & Gatehouse, of course, was a premier marine electronics company.
Okay.
Located in England.
Okay. So now you're just focused on Kenyon. Those other 2 companies, do they still exist?
Oh, yes, very much. Yeah,
okay.
Dometic has Adler Barber now.
Okay.
And Navico, which is part of Brunswick, owns Brooks & Gatehouse. You'll see them at the show.
Yeah. Okay.
You'll see Adler Barber at the show. They don't call it Adler Barber, of course.
Yeah.
But you'll see it at the show here.
Okay. Wonderful. Kenyon for you is a real passionate.
It is passion.
You are totally into this now.
Immersed.
You started with this tiny company with just a few electric setups.
And alcohol, yeah.
Yeah. And you have completely converted it to something that is massive in the boating industry. And of course, you're going into residential and commercial now as well. But tell me, how did you come about to actually, because you actually created these grill products.
Yes.
Where did that inspiration come from? Where did that thought process of, okay, I think I want to do this?
You look at opportunity, right? And so there were some holes in the marine market. Everybody wanted grills, but nobody was making a grill that was safe, easy to use, easy to clean. And so I said, there's got to be a way to do this. And actually, Sea Ray came to me and said, Mike, we're buying your cooktops. We'd like to buy a grill, but we can't find anything that meets our requirements. So that was the motivation. So then most of the things that I've done, I didn't start from scratch. I didn't invent the grill, but I knew how to make a better one and just did a lot of research, a lot of trial and error, found out what I liked, what I didn't like, what was safe, what wasn't safe. And it took about 2 years, and then we introduced a prototype. And anyway, to start with, they wanted it, and they just went crazy over it. Started putting it in all their boats, and then, of course, the other boat companies followed. And that's how the grills were born.
Wow. And now you have some 100 different...
Make over 100 different grills.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Everything from single-zone grills, 2-zone grills, 3-zone grills. There are several features that we have that no other grill company in the world, I don't care what you're looking at, can offer. We're the only grill company in the world that's indoor-outdoor UL. And that's why we can grill in this convention center. Even though these grills can sit out on the deck of a boat in a 100% saltwater environment, lifetime warranty on the grill. These are all made in the United States using American steel, stainless steel. Nothing Chinese. I shouldn't say that. You always have something Chinese in the product, no matter what you do.
Yeah.
You just can't buy it anywhere else. But we manufacture our products as much as we possibly can using strictly U.S. manufacturers. So our quality is very high, and the performance is very high. So we also do military. All the barracks for the United States use our cooktops because they're so well built. If you can stand the marine environment, you can go anywhere.
That's a point, isn't it? The marine stainless steel grades, you have to be really careful with that, don't you, to make it last?
That and the fact that you got to realize that coming across the top of a wave, Nikki, that you can actually draw as much as 6 Gs. So you got to handle that vibration, constant vibration, and that sudden impact. So everything we do is built to a mil spec standard. I could take that grill and drop it on the floor, it would still operate.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in terms of the harsh environment they're living with all the time, the salt environment and so on and so forth.
It sits outside.
Yeah.
In the salt water.
Yeah.
There's nothing more damaging to any product than the marine environment. It is tough.
Yeah. It's so true. We can tell by our skin, can't we?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
As boaters.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. For sure.
So tell me, you're going to be making breakfast here at the stage, I believe. I'm going to be enjoying your breakfast tomorrow morning.
You'll be enjoying breakfast, lunch, and then whatever else we do in the evening or towards the end of the day. And then even at the end of the show, we do dessert. We normally do something special.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to tell you. You have to show up.
Looking forward to that. But tell me, you've got 90% of the market in the boating industry with
Yes.
your grills on boats.
On an international basis.
Tell me, how did you achieve that? What was that your goal to get that high? It didn't just happen.
It doesn't
Mike.
just happen, but
Yeah.
when you make a product that's so well designed and built to the quality levels that we've done, like I said, I won't tell you that there's not any competition, but there really isn't any competition.
Yeah.
We designed a product and patented. Every one of our grills has at least 3 to 6 patents, individual patents covering the technology that we've used. And I'll show you that later, Vicki, so you can see what I'm talking about. But that doesn't just apply to the marine industry. Those same patents have a broad reach, like restaurants, condominiums, military, assisted living. There are many applications for products. The fact that we are a relatively small company allows us to be very vertical. So we build almost everything in-house, and we can take small quantities. We don't need an order for 10,000. We can build a special product for as little as 1,000 units. So it gives us a lot of niche market opportunities.
And presumably with the boating industry, especially boat manufacturers, once they discover a product that they can install, that they can really trust, that word gets around fairly quickly, I would have thought.
Everybody loves to grill and
Yeah.
cook on board a vessel.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the most favorite things to do.
Yeah.
And so once they realized that the product was capable of doing what we said it would do, the consumers actually spread the word. They call it push-pull.
Yeah.
So the consumers are pulling, the boat manufacturers are pushing, and everyone's happy.
Yeah.
So that's it.
I love your little tagline, make any day a weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, it's such a great tagline.
The other one that we don't use officially is that our grills and cooktops are a lifestyle. It's not just a grill. It's just not a cooktop. This is something you can have for the rest of your life. We make a portable grill that I could set that on your lap and grill. It transfers no heat outside the case. You can touch the case after 10 hours of grilling, and it's still cool to touch. And you can grill I could grill on this countertop. I could grill on any surface at 650 degrees, hotter than any propane, hotter than any charcoal grill you'll ever use. Get crispy, delicious, caramelized food, and chicken and fish and steak and vegetables. You'll see when you start eating our food. You'll become a believer. You'll want to grill. I guarantee it.
I look forward to it.
No.
And the difference also with yours is we normally fire up a bit when we're doing some grilling, don't we?
No smoke, no
yours
flame.
Yours doesn't do that, right?
No, which is why we're allowed in any environment, on the dock, on the boats. We are ignition certified. Now, what does that mean? Anything you put on a gasoline vessel has to be ignition certified so that it cannot ignite the gas fumes. Nobody else does that but us. Of course, it applies to other industries as well, but in particular, the marine industry has that requirement.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned patent on the way through here. As a company, you've obviously made the effort of achieving patents on your products. How important do you think is that for people that
It is
invent a
important.
product?
It is important. It keeps the competition at bay. Now, we've had problem with Chinese companies saying, I don't care, and we've been able to stop them at the port of entry. But we actually had a container. It was this Chinese company, I won't tell you who it was, copied us right down to our logo.
Ooh.
Right down to the Kenyon logo. It was thank God, we had customers calling, this is a piece of junk. And we're going, what are you talking about? They had bought this grill for about half the cost, and it was a piece of junk. So as soon as we found that out, we were able to call the customs department, and shut it down. But that's the only way we knew.
Yeah. Okay. But does that mean you can shut it down for coming into the US?
Yes.
But can you shut it down going straight from China to Australia, for example?
Yes, because our patents extend globally.
Okay.
We just didn't do the United States. We have huge European footprint for our patents too.
Okay. So
It's expensive.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
But really, it's the only way to control the technology that we've developed.
And shut it down if you need to.
Yeah,
Obviously, your reputation's on the line but it isn't yours.
It is. And it allows us, and we are known for our technology. I'm going to show you some things today that are new just for this show. We try to come up with something every year that's unique. And I'll show you some things you're going to absolutely go nuts about.
Okay, you better share that with the clients now. The listeners. Give me some listeners' information on what you're going to show me.
So tell me what you're looking for exactly.
We're looking for something new, something that hasn't been seen before. Okay, fire away.
Okay.
That's appropriate for here, isn't it? Fire away.
Fire away. Except we're not fire away. We have no fire away. It's not appropriate.
totally inappropriate.
Totally inappropriate. What is she talking? Didn't she just listen to what I was saying?
See, we're just getting you going, guys.
It's warming up here, Vicky. Or Nikki. No. So, yeah. Anyway, Nikki. Yeah, okay. Too bad we can't do this on video.
Yeah.
Because it would really be good.
Sure.
Okay, so we're introducing a whole new technology in cooktop coatings.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll tell the listeners to have a look at my Instagram. We'll do a video on it sometime during IBEX. So we're going to delve into your grills a little more because you have some really interesting features on them that I haven't necessarily seen or some listeners wouldn't have heard about. One of them is your silicone mat, which is quite incredible. Tell me about that.
So the silicone mat is standard on our induction cooktops. Now we also make radiants, and I failed to show that to you, but I will come back around and show you how we do that with radiant. But on our induction, we had to have a solution. Everybody's going to induction. So we started playing around with ways to retain pots because that's a requirement for ABYC and National Marine Manufacturers Association. So how do you retain a pot on a cooktop that you can't put anything on? So we started playing around with the idea of silicone because we had done some development with silicone for the grill, for the silicone lid. So we had some idea of what we were doing, but trying to find the right combination. So that patent there, that's a fiberglass mat that's been impregnated with high temperature silicone. Is that background noise going to kill this?
No, not at all.
Okay, all
no,
right.
It adds atmosphere.
It's definitely
yeah,
atmosphere.
Mike,
Okay.
it's the fact that we're at the setup of the show. It gives it that kind of feel for everybody that they are here at IBEX and it's
That's
all being
true.
built and it's cool. And because boat shows are a place of atmosphere.
It is.
And it's fun I love coming to a setup day because it's all
You
sort
get to
of
see the real setup.
yeah, because everybody's building and creating and it's a wonderful day. So I think it's cool to have that atmosphere in the
good. I'm
background.
glad it
I'm
doesn't
sure the
bother you.
listeners won't
Okay.
mind at all. They'll enjoy
I've
it.
had other interviews where they go, is there any way we can move somewhere?
No, we keep it real at the Boat
That's
Princess.
great. I'm glad to hear
we
that.
keep it real.
But your iPods are real, very, like I said. I
Yeah.
enjoyed that.
Good.
All right. Anyway, Nikki, back to the mat, silicone mat. So we had some experience with the silicone lids. So that gave us a way of looking forward to a solution. So we tried in the beginning with straight silicone mats. The problem is the silicone expanded so fast it caused the mats to curl.
Okay.
So they worked, they held the food, it looked good, but after 2 or 3 minutes, the edges started curling up because it expanded so fast. So with experimentation, we realized that if we incorporated that with fiberglass mat, so we took a fiberglass mat or fiberglass material, impregnated that with, and coupled that, maybe impregnate is not the right word, coupled that with,
Let's
be
start that
careful
again.
about the word, yes.
We took a fiberglass mat.
Took a fiberglass mat and we coupled it with high temperature silicone technology. And that's how we got silicone.
Okay.
So-
And just to give the listeners an idea, we'll put up a video at some point, but we did actually have a cooktop at a 40-degree angle.
Yes.
We put a stainless pan onto that, and it just
This-
stayed
so
there.
It did. The stainless pot stayed right on the mat. It also means that you never have to clean a cooktop again.
Yeah.
Because if something spills in that mat, you just throw it in the dishwasher or wipe it down with a paper towel because nothing sticks to silicone. You'll never clean a cooktop again.
I'm loving this. As a mother and a cook and a chef and everything else that I am, so
Yes.
many things, I think that's brilliant. Yeah.
It's been very good for us, yes.
Yeah.
And not just in the marine market, in every market that we sell induction to.
Yeah. Now, the other thing you've introduced is obviously when we look at a boat, usually the grill has a stainless steel top.
Yes.
And some people love that. Some people are not so keen. They've got this beautiful super yacht. They want it to look absolutely amazing. So they want the grill to look as if it's lens
Built in.
right?
Part of the boat.
So you've actually achieved that, haven't you?
Yes, we have. We
Yeah.
introduced a grill last year called the Signature Grill. And it's got that grill has 6 patents on it, just that one grill. Several unique features. One thing we wanted to do is make sure it didn't look like everybody else's grill. So if you look at that grill, the design on it is unique. It doesn't look like, if you took 20 other companies and put them against the wall and you put that grill, you know right away what that grill was. That's a Kenyon. It looks like nothing else. Plus, we decided, okay, let's make this something so it's an architectural design, not just a lid. Let's make it architectural. Let's make it functional, safe, and beautiful. So we did. So we incorporated 4 patents just in that lid. So we used what they call hydro dipping. So hydro dipping is, you'll find that in cars. The dash of your cars that you think is wood, it's not. That's hydro dipped. Your styled wheels, that's hydro dipping. So it's used extensively in many other industries, but no one had ever been able to figure out how to do it in the grill industry. So the secret was getting the grill lid to be at a low temperature, because hydro dipping does not like high temperatures. So we developed a technology called Safe to Touch, STT, and we've put a venturi into the lid that takes the hot air at a high velocity and keeps the lid cool. It does not go above 125 degrees Fahrenheit, so you can already touch the lid after 10 hours of high heat cooking, and it'll be warm, but you will not get burnt. So that worked out well, but it's also a huge safety feature as well. So the other thing was that you're grilling at night and you can't see a thing. Actually, even in some daylight opportunities, you doesn't show the food properly. So we managed to develop a high-intensity LED light that swivels down and covers the complete grill surface, including the keypad, with no shadows, because it's coming from the top in. So your hand doesn't block it, your body doesn't block it, and you can really see what's going on. And it flips down, flips it back up, and you're done.
Nice. And then it's got some really special features for the actual grill part itself, doesn't it? In terms of, tell me about those. As far as you've got the section underneath that you take away to clean really easily,
okay,
and then you've got the next level, and then the next level about that. Yeah.
So you want me to talk about the keypad at all, about the IntelliCon keypad too? You want to save that?
We can start.
Tell me which you want to do first.
Okay, we'll do the bits of the grill first.
Okay, the bits of the grill.
Yeah.
So all our grills have this patent technology, and what we've done is developed a grate that does not allow any food dripping, to hit the element. The element transfers 90% of its heat to the grate through a patented channel underneath of it, while still maintaining the ability to get that caramelized, delicious, even grilled taste. Doesn't taste like charcoal, doesn't taste like propane, doesn't get burnt, because you control the heat with plus or minus 10 degrees. The drippings that you don't need, the extra fat that isn't caramelized, goes down into a drip tray. In that drip tray, put a little water in there, put a little wine, put a little beer. Actually, a customer told me about how she does fish, which we use now. She puts a Sprite in there, which is a soft drink that has a citrus flavor to it.
Yeah.
And your fish has that delicious citrus flavor when you eat it. It's wonderful.
And then pancakes, you said if you put water in there, they come out fluffy.
We didn't count on this.
Yeah.
But for some reason, and I'm not quite sure what happens, but we always put a little water in those pans, regardless, because it makes it easy to clean. And so when you do pancakes on it, they're the fluffiest pancakes you've ever had.
Just because you put water in it?
There's something with the steam that goes up. You get steam from the water, of course.
Yeah.
There's something about that gives it that extra height.
Extra fluff.
Fluff.
We love a bit of extra fluff.
Fluffy pancakes.
Yeah.
Yes. We do fluffy pancakes. Anyway, so yeah, even things we didn't plan on happen, you know?
Yeah.
So it worked out well.
Now tell me about the actual dial that you use to control
So we make
temperatures.
3 types of controls. We make a simple analog control, which is a knob, typical for grills. We make a digital, which is just a simple digital. So you have to go plus, it increases it. You go minus, it decreases it. Still very accurate temperature control, plus or minus 10 degrees. The IntelliCon has been a big game changer. And many of our professional chefs use this grill because the technology allows them to control the temperature, exact temperature that they want to keep their food. So you can dial this up in Fahrenheit or centigrade. It will get to that temperature that you dial in there and hold it plus or minus 10 degrees. If you throw a cold steak on there or a cold chicken breast, it senses it. It senses the temperature of the grate, goes to full power, gets it right back to the temperature you want, and holds it. So you get this even, really perfect grilling. If you grill a steak and you want it medium rare, it's going to look like you painted the center of it. It's that even.
Brilliant.
And you don't have to turn the food over. All you got to do is turn the food over. You don't have to take it to one side of the grill or the other. It's the same temperature across the entire surface.
Yeah, but you've got 3 different sections of the grill with
That one
dials,
does.
and therefore 3 different.
The big American has 3 sections. The Texan has 2, and then the small grill we make has just 1.
Yeah.
But you can get the small one as a portable, for instance. Take it anywhere.
Yeah.
Take it to your house. Take it to your boat. Take it to your RV. Take it to the dock. Take it to your neighbors. Whatever you want to do with it, it'll do that for you, Nikki.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Jumping away from Kenyon specifically for a minute, we're here at IBEX.
Yes.
IBEX is a huge show for the boating industry.
It is.
You have done that for how many years, this show?
30 years.
30 years.
As long as they've had IBEX. Hold on a second. Phil, how long have we been doing IBEX? 30? At least, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I had it. So, yeah, 30 years.
30 years. Tell me, how does that affect your business? Doing the IBEX show itself, do you get a spike in sales after? Do you feel it just reiterates the quality of your brand to your clients again? Do you think it allows you to launch new items? What is IBEX for you?
Okay, all of the above. Even though we have a significant market share, we get to see a lot of people that we don't necessarily get to see all year. They come to IBEX. Because we grill here, they all show up anyway to eat, if nothing else. And we can show off new technology like I showed you before we actually call on the accounts. They call us and say, listen, that cooktop you showed me, Mike, we want to start using those.
Yeah.
So even though they're already using Kenyon, it allows us to show the new technology that we try to introduce every year and gets us a big head start.
And how long does the setup take for you?
A full day and a half.
Okay.
We started yesterday and we'll finish at the end of today.
And then it goes for 3 days?
3 days.
And do you feel, just give the listeners some honest moments of working a show in terms of, we've all worked boat shows. We all know what it's like to work a boat show. But do you have greater energy at the beginning and then you're depleted by the end?
No.
What's your tips and tricks for keeping that energy and that enthusiasm up by the thing?
It's easy for me because I'm passionate about our product. The difference between a okay salesman and a great salesman is passion. If you've got passion, it doesn't make any difference. Day, night, 7 days a week, it's easy. It's like being in love. It's like raising your children. How can you not be passionate about something like this?
Yeah.
So I don't mind at all.
So the day that you lose that passion will be the day that you say, okay,
I'll be dead.
I'm done.
I'm dead. Yeah, I'm sure you know how that is.
Yeah.
I could tell from your podcast, you're not doing this for the money. No, you really enjoy this. I can tell.
Yeah.
It's in your voice.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can feel that when you get to see a person. I'm not just telling you this.
Yeah.
There's a certain energy that you can get off that person when they feel like you do about what you do.
Yeah.
I agree. And customers can detect that too.
Absolutely. Because if I didn't have the passion for it, my listeners would have left me a long time ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
And they can feel
Yeah.
it. They can touch it.
Yeah.
It's not a script. You're doing this because you love doing it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I love sharing this knowledge with them that they may not get another way because
Absolutely.
I have brilliant contacts within the industry and I have
That's
that
correct.
opportunity to share, which is lovely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So what's the future for Kenyon?
Keep on growing, keep on inventing, keep on developing new products.
Your employee numbers have grown exponentially over the last years when a lot of industries are actually contracting. So what have you been doing?
Two things have happened. One thing, we've introduced a lot of robotics into our production. It's allowed us to grow exponentially without increasing our sales, our staff, not just sales, increasing our staff, production staff, in huge amounts. Because it is the future. That's not the future. It's today.
Yeah.
Yeah, robotics, you have to deal with robotics or take advantage of robotics to stay competitive. And it does incredible work. They work 24/7. They don't complain. There's no medical requirements. They don't want a day off.
They don't call in sick.
They don't call in sick. They do break down once in a while, which is the same thing. But yeah, but it's what they call incremental growth.
So they're actually building your products.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Okay.
All the sheet metal cutting and bending, this is all done by robots. We do the assembly by hand because our product's too complicated, I think, for typical robots.
Yeah.
But everything you see here is done by robots, except for the actual assembly.
But your employee numbers have also gone up, haven't they?
They have to. If you
Yeah.
grow a lot, it doesn't eliminate the requirements, but it sure makes them less of an issue.
And have you purposely gone, you've got plus 90% of the marine industry now, so you cannot really take that any higher. So I know you've gone into commercial and you've gone into residential. How have you penetrated that market?
Actually, it's so a lot of our customers that have boats say to us, this is wonderful. We love to cook on our boats. Do you have something for our home? So that kind of feeds itself into that. In fact, we weren't even in retail. We were strictly B2B till just 6 years ago. This is our 6th year.
Okay.
And people said, where can we buy these things? This is wonderful. I want one for my home. I want one for my restaurant. I want one for my commercial building. I want one for our hotel. So we started doing retail. And we just did it through our own website to start with. And then we started getting lots of other websites that said we'd like Amazon. We'd like to put your products on our website. And it started like that. It started to grow huge just by exposure. And we don't do any advertising but social media. That's it. And it seems to have been growing in the right direction for us. And you'll see a lot of content on social media on Kenyon and Kenyon Grills and Kenyon cooktops. And word of mouth. When it comes right down to it, Nikki, word of mouth is the best advertising you can have.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
And for the listeners, your social media, do you do that in-house? Do you have an agency to do that? How do you manage that?
We do both. We do a lot in-house, and then we also work with an agency.
Okay. And do you focus on a particular channel? Or?
No, it's broad.
Okay.
Because social media is so broad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to go in that direction. But yeah.
Yeah, I've seen you on TikTok, Mike.
I don't know whether that's a compliment or not. Got to think about that one for a minute.
No, but I do think it's important to show that you do need to be everywhere.
Yes.
Really, don't you? Yeah.
And this is a very broad product. The applications, as you saw, can be virtually anywhere.
Yeah.
It's like the 48-volt grill that we introduced, the battery-powered grill. A lot of people are going off the grid, going on their own power systems. And solar panels are 48 volt.
Yeah.
So we can literally go from right to the battery.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, we're getting into markets that we never dreamed of just because the products that we're developing have broad applications.
Cool. So thank you so much for your time today, Mike. I really appreciate
It's been a great pleasure.
Being here.
It really has. I'm not just saying that because you're standing in front of me. No. You've been a lot of fun.
Thank you.
It doesn't get to be this much fun all the time.
Good.
No, that's true, Nikki.
That's awesome. No,
All
it's
right.
been great to have you here, Mike. Really appreciate your time.
Anytime. Come back and eat.
Oh, I'm definitely
You've got
coming
to
back
sample
to eat.
this.
I've got to sample
everything that I told you.
Yeah.
I didn't do a good job. Didn't do a good enough job to tell you how delicious this food is going to be.
So we can share that with the audience in other ways on Instagram tomorrow, can't we?
For sure.
Mike, thanks so much. Everybody, thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoy some grilling on your boat on a Kenyon grill in the future. And you
don't forget the
care.
cooktops.
Oh, the cooktops too.
That's
the
right.
Cooktops
Throw in the cooktops.
Especially those ones that the pans don't slide off.
That's it. The silken mats.
How
on
good
the
is
induction.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. I will see you on the water soon. Hi everyone, thought I'd just jump in here and say thank you so much for listening to the podcast. I really appreciate you doing so. Please share it with your friends, tell people about it, and give us a review. We'd really appreciate a review. We'd like to know what you'd like to hear about as well. You can connect with us on LinkedIn, Nikki Vo, the Boat Princess, and Instagram at the Boat Princess. If you'd like to get involved in some of our events, then contact us at info@theboatprincess.com or simply sign up for our newsletter at theboatprincess.com. You take care. We'll see you on the water soon. It's lovely to have you here. We appreciate you. The Boat Princess podcast is hosted by Nikki Vo, produced by the Boat Princess Media, and available anywhere you get your podcast.